Every dollar you spend is a tiny act of loss. When you hand over a crisp $20 bill, your brain registers this physically. It's a tangible departure of a resource. Neuroeconomists call this the pain of paying. This isn't metaphorical. fMRI scans show that the insula, a region of the brain associated with physical pain and negative emotions, activates when you see a high price tag. But what happens when the $20 bill becomes a piece of plastic? The physical cue vanishes. The transaction becomes an abstraction, a simple swipe or tap, and the insula's alarm bells are significantly muted. Your brain is not built for the future. It evolved to handle immediate cause and effect. You eat the berry, you feel full. But a credit card introduces a profound temporal separation. The pleasure of acquiring an item happens now. The consequence, the actual depletion of your resources, is delayed by days, even weeks, until a statement arrives. This disconnect effectively short-circuits your brain's natural cost-benefit analysis. The immediate dopamine hit from the purchase is not counterbalanced by the immediate pain of payment. It's like feeling the warmth of a fire without ever having to gather the wood. The cost is deferred to a future self that the present self barely recognizes. Consider your physical wallet. You can feel its weight, its thickness. Your brain maintains a subconscious, proprioceptive sense of its contents. When you spend cash, the wallet gets lighter, thinner. This physical feedback reinforces the concept of resource depletion. A credit card has a constant physical state. It doesn't shrink. Using it provides no sensory cue of loss. It's a financial phantom limb. You're making movements and decisions that have real consequences, but you receive none of the expected physical feedback. Your brain's internal accountant is essentially flying blind, working without the crucial data of physical absence. The payment method doesn't just change how you feel about a price, it can change your perception of the price itself. In a now classic study by Drazen Prelec and Duncan Symester at MIT, they auctioned off tickets to a basketball game. Half the students were told they had to pay with cash, the other half with a credit card. The results were staggering. The credit card bidders were willing to pay, on average, more than twice as much as the cash bidders for the exact same tickets. The numbers on the price tag didn't change, but their perceived weight, their salience, was dramatically reduced by the abstract nature of the payment tool. A credit limit is not your money, but your brain can have a difficult time making that distinction. When you hold a card with a $10,000 limit, that number acts as a powerful psychological anchor. It creates a perception of available liquidity, a safety net of purchasing power that feels like wealth. This is a cognitive bias known as mental accounting, where we compartmentalize our finances. The credit limit becomes a mental spending account, divorced from the reality of our actual income or savings accounts. Spending $100 feels insignificant when anchored against a $10,000 limit, even if your actual bank balance is only a few $100s. The evolution of payment is a story of removing friction. From bartering to coins to paper money to checks, each step added convenience. Credit cards were a giant leap. Now we have one-click online purchases, saved payment info, and contactless tap-to-pay. Each layer of friction removed also removes a potential moment of deliberation. There's no time to ask, "Do I really need this?" when the transaction is completed in less than a second. This frictionless process allows the impulsive, reward-seeking parts of your brain to operate unchecked, making spending less of a decision and more of a reflex. All of this neural trickery and temporal displacement culminates in a single moment: the arrival of the monthly statement. Suddenly, dozens of painless, abstract, and forgotten transactions are recoupled into one large, concrete, and very painful number. This is where the deferred pain arrives, all at once. Your brain is forced to reconcile the memory of small, frictionless pleasures with the reality of a significant financial loss. This is why looking at a credit card bill can feel so disproportionately stressful. It's the cognitive and emotional whiplash of weeks of financial abstraction hitting the wall of reality.
Monotony has grown fast. Nearly 2,700 people have watched in the last few weeks, yet less than 0.03% are subscribed. It would mean a lot if you joined by hitting subscribe. And again, thanks for watching.